Hello, welcome to the very first Songs of the Month. Songs of the Month for those Patreon users. Patreon. It is my first foray into Patreon world, and I want you to be a part of my Patreon group, patronizing me as a patron. It would mean a lot. And on this podcast, I'm only going to mention it a couple times, I promise. I have a Patreon page. You go over there and check it out. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to show you why. And you're going to hear why. You're going to hear it in real time here on this podcast. I have 3 songs that I'm going to give to my first tier. $5 gets you 3 songs, which I feel like is a fairly good deal. They're not finished necessarily, but they are demos of songs that are completed. And maybe I'll use them live. Maybe I will use them on a recording. I don't know what I'm going to do with these songs yet. That's part of the fun. So you're going to be a part of that. I might ask you to help me out. I actually probably will ask you to help me out and vote on songs and what you thought. I just want to create a little community around this music, have you be a part of it, and also have you support me as an artist. That's a big thing. Yeah, it's a trade. You give me a little bit of money, the cost of not even coffee nowadays. Can't even get a latte for less than $6, it seems. Which is, what it is. But you can get 3 songs for $5. And then there's other tiers. There's one that's Parker Picks. I'm going to do a breakdown of a cool musical concept once a month, a little video of that. Some cool things I'm discovering in books, just some extra bonus content. And then there's a tier for lessons where I can teach you how to do something that you might not be able to do. That's the hope. And then you'll be able to do it after I show you. That's also the hope. So that's it. That's why I'm here. That's the Patreon. For now, we will do the songs. That's what you came here for. That's what I'm here for. I really want you to hear these songs. This first song is called Constellations, and I wrote it thinking about when we lose somebody, how magical and fun it would be. Instead of them just being gone, you could look up in the sky, somehow hurl them up into space, and be able to see them each night and be remembered that they're there. Almost that presence would be enough for us to get through the night knowing that they're there. Hovering above us, with us, physically again. I do believe that would be a salve for some of the pain that death leaves behind. So I'm just going to play you the song, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff after the songs. Stick around. This is Constellation. I played the electric bass, the guitar, the nylon string guitar, and I sang, and I found a nifty little drummer to play along with me. I want to put the old headphones on so I can hear as well. This is Constellation. Yeah. Funky little jazzy little thing. Isn't that nice? Here we go.
I have finally come to realize there's so much further we could go. We could hang you up at the satellites, and you could hover around my world, and you could see me from 1,000 miles, and you'd look just like a star, moving from the tip of Scorpio's day to the buckle of Orion's belt. And I will put place you in the sky like a constellation, for a consolation of memories gone by, a perfect shape for my eyes, because a constellation is the only way I see you tonight.
Ooh, I like that little guitar solo-y thing there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's me. That's me on the old nylon string guitar. If you want to hear the whole solo, hop on over to Patreon. Hop on over to the Patreon, Parker_Brown, patreon.com. I think. I don't know. I just search in there. It's a cool little deal. It seems fun. It seems like a good time. So I have a lot of songs in the old bank from last year, and I want to get them out to people. I was in a songwriting group started by my lovely and wonderful and talented friend Gregory Bogard. If you know him, you love him. And he approached me when we were on tour with Satsang, and he said, dude, do you want to do a songwriting group? And I was like, yes, I do. And he was like, do you want to write a song a week for a year? And I was like, no, I don't, but I will if you do it too. And then he was like, let's get a bunch of people to do it. And I was like, okay. And we did. We got a boatload of people. We got 28 or so people. And it was awesome. It was so cool. It was a bunch of people from Billings, Montana. Actually, a lot of people from Billings, Montana. Some people from Dayton, Ohio. Some people from Columbia. Some people from Charlotte and Chicago. Alliteration. That's nice. That's nice alliteration. I love me some good alliteration. So anyway, Parker's Picks, segue, get on over to Patreon. Parker's Picks. No, I don't really want to be that, I don't want to get too gross with it. But so we started this group, wrote a song a week for a year, 52 songs plus a bunch of other songs that I have not released, have not tested, have not even played live. So going to be throwing those out into the group for that first year. So I'm excited for people to hear them. We meaning my band, Parker Brown and the Bleeding Hearts, started playing Constellation live. It slams. The kids might say it slaps. And I wouldn't say that, but some kids might, and that's fine. And we try as old people to kind of stay with the times. Might sometimes say that something is a bop or it slaps, but we're used to saying like, dude, that sounds rad. That tune is sick, dude. That's a nasty tune. That's what we said when I was growing up. So, that's fun. That's fun. Constellation. That's a nice tune. And this next song, if you've never listened to Little Feat, you would think that I was being highly original in the making of this song. But what it was, I was listening to a ton of Little Feat. Actually, go through these phases with Little Feat where I just keep coming back to them because they are early Little Feat, man. Lowell George, Get Out of Town. It's the best. It's just, there's something just so perfect about Little Feat. And I love the song Dixie Chicken. And I love the song Two Trains. And I wanted to write a song like that, but like put them together because you couldn't just do one. So I threw them both together and I made this song that has many names. I haven't quite decided what it's called. The file title might be Against the Grain, but what I call it on the set list is Hard Under the Gun. And it's a cool little blues tune, Little Feat inspired. Live, just imagine all these drums and guitars and nastiness. But this one is just me and my acoustic guitar. So it's a treat. You're going to hear it like it's never been done yet. And that's it. That's just me on the old acoustic there.
In the bright lights of the city, where you can have it all, but bet too much on a straight flush and you can see your kingdom fall. That's when I took her out to the marquee. She said I could be her man. That's when I knew that I'd be a fool if I let her have my hand. So you can't hold all night.
2 Trains.
When you roll the dice, it'll feel alright if the money comes. And you'll be down and out if love don't come around. You'll be safe and sound if you're on a run. Yeah, when your heart's under the gun.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's a good one. Thought I was going to drop my headphones there. That's a good one to play live. It has a good feel to it. Probably because I'm inspired by Little Feat, and they have a great feel. And what I want to say, oh yeah, that's a little song about being in love, the metaphor, in gambling, being in Vegas, losing it all, trying to cash in. What do you got to do? You got to hold. You're going to hold, you're going to feel all right holding. I'm a bad gambler. When I gamble, I lose, which is a bummer. I got a buddy who, when he gambles, he always wins. And it makes me mad. Like, some people just win doing stuff like that. And that's not me. So I try not to spend too much money gambling because I know that it'll all be gone at the end of the session. But it is fun. It's fun to try your luck, especially when it's just you and the dealer. But I've never won big. I've never chased a big win. Never chased a big pot. I've only lost $20 usually, 20 to 40. And then I'm like, that's enough for me. I know I'm not going to win. Maybe it's because of my mentality. I don't know. I don't want to totally get into that. But I think I really do want to win, and I just don't. And that's, all the reason for me not to gamble. So that was fun. I got a third song here, and I was originally going to do 2, and not that this matters, I'm going to share it with you anyway, but I was going to do 2, and I was like, you know what? I want to share more. That's just, I was telling somebody today, I was like, man, you do this stuff for free. That's why we started doing it. But you can't. You got to pay bills. You got to make the money. Got mouths to feed, right? And what better way to feed the mouths than with your creativity? That's at least the business model that I have decided to adopt since I was in my late teens. Make money playing music. And this is a great opportunity to do it. But it's also a great opportunity to share. At the end of the day, I really want to share my creativity with people. I'm not one of those guys that just like wants to create in a vacuum and never release anything. And I like the connection. I probably like the attention. I kind of like it all. So it's a win-win for me. I don't necessarily like promoting things everywhere like you have to in this society. And that's partly why I'm moving to trying to move everything to Patreon. It's like, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, blog, website, you got to do so much. So to like streamline it down into one little community of people, digital community, online community of people that are digging your stuff and supporting you, that is really ideal for me. And I think I finally got something to show there and engage on that level. So enough yakking on that. The third song is a song called Wonder. And why I wanted to share this, I think, as much as I can possibly do it on this podcast and in the group, is do a song in its like demo form and then show the recording. So you're actually you're hearing 4 songs here, but probably only download 3 because you could just stream the other ones for free. But this is a song I wrote in the the group, the songwriting group with Gregory, The Game, and it is called Wonder. And the original version of this is just me and a banjo. And I wrote it about an incident that I had and kind of a relationship that I had in my early 20s with a friend. And we would just, we would drink and we would get in fights. It was a bummer. But when you're writing a song, you can kind of make it a composite of everything. At least that's what I like to do. It might be a little autobiographical, and then it might be a little bit composite narrative with a little extra. It's like when they do a Hollywood movie, you're like, you got the whole cast and like Brad Pitt is your character, but in real life you might look like me or something, and then it's like, oh yeah, they got Colin Farrell to play my best friend. It's just it's adapted for screen. So that's kind of how some of these songs go. It might be a little dramatic at the end, but the characters fight, dries out, figures things out. The prompt I think was Beneath the Mask, and that verse didn't make it in the final cut, but it was a part of this particular, the first version of 4 verses. But here's Wonder, and I'm excited for you to hear it this way, and then I'm going to play you the way that was recorded. A haunting banjo. It's the way we like our banjos around here.
Don't ask me for the roses, or wait for the saints to come. There's a line, and we both crossed it, and I'm bleeding from my mouth.
Haunting banjo.
We had wine in the morning.
Yeah.
We were both sick about lunch, throwing rocks at the window, putting our fists straight to the wall. Did we wonder? Well, did we wonder if what we say could last us a lifetime? And we burned it to the ground. Can't keep the plow horse moving forward. So take the bit out of his mouth.
Yeah, that's a bit of a sad one there.
Let him run.
That's a bit of a sad one.
Let him run.
But, that's the way it goes. I read a lot of sad songs. I feel like pretty good at it. That one's got a good vibe. Good vibe. But I do like the idea. If what we saved could last us a lifetime, I think it got changed when we did it in the band The Hell Roaring to if what we made could last us a lifetime. But I don't remember. I kind of like that. If what we saved, it's kind of saved from the wreckage, of that experience, that youth. So here's Wonder. We recorded it with the band The Hell Roaring, which is a fantastic band that I am in with my friends, and we're putting out music, and we're playing all over the Billings and Bozeman and other parts of Montana. It's a good time band. We recorded this for our first EP, self-titled, and little Nick Kozub is singing this one. I just play lead guitar in the band, but here is Wonder by the Hell Roaring. So you can hear how it's different. Oh, it's a lot different. Not even a banjo. There's Trevor on fiddle. That's nice.
Don't ask me for the roses. Oh, wait for the saints to come. There's a line and we both crossed it, and we're bleeding from our mouth.
I kind of messed up right there, but I like it. We kept it.
We had wine in the morning. We were both sick by lunch,
Oh,
throwing rocks at the window, putting our fists straight through the wall. Do we wonder? Oh, do we wonder if what we made could last us a lifetime?
oh, Pat Epley on drums there. That's nice. Oh, okay, that's pretty fun. I haven't heard that in a while. I have not heard that in a while, but I love it. Dang, listen to it after a bit. That's cool. Pat Epley on drums. Ding, 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 ding. Eric Olson on keys. Jess Lechner on harmony vocals. Mike Leslie laying down the bass. Bass low end. It's great. Good band. Fun people. And yeah, actually that slam's pretty good. When I originally wrote that song, it was more of like a Robbie Fulks. Yeah, I'd say like inspired by Robbie Fulks, Paul Kelly, and then this kind of turned into a little bit of a, I don't know. I want to say old 97s right away, but it's just a bit of it. I don't know who else, but it's cool. So that's it. I'm gonna end it. I don't want this to be too long, but those are the songs. Them's the songs for the Songs of the Month Club. For you, hop on over to Patreon if you want to hear the whole thing, or just support. I'm not above taking pity support. It doesn't matter to me, you know. So, oh, he's trying his best. Let's give him $5 a month for a while. I said, thank you. You can also sign up and be a non-member and just get whatever non-member stuff, like this podcast. This is free. I'm just going to throw it up on the internet, and you can listen to it without charge. You can hear the train down there. Isn't that nice? So anyway, hop on over to Patreon. Let me know what you think. Share anything. You know the deal. I'm just not good at asking for that kind of stuff, because it's not that I'm above it. It just feels weird. But I also want people to connect with my stuff. It's worth it. So even if you just listen to this, hop on over to the Patreon, be a non-paying member. Maybe the guilt will consume you month after month of getting free nuggets from my creativity. And maybe it won't. Maybe you're fine with that. And that's okay. I just appreciate any engagement. And we'll see see how it matures. But that's it. I'm Parker Brown. Patreon, Parker Brown _ Wait, Patreon Parker_Brown, probably. And that'll do it. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. Hopefully I'll see you somewhere, live show, online, whatever. Thanks for listening if you made it this far. And if you did, then you were just thanked, and I appreciate it. All right. Till next time. See you later.